Yo, welcome in. What's up, Eagles fan? First one in, like a legend. Welcome in. Hey, hold up. I want to ask you guys a question here. So here's my chat. Let me go to full screen real quick. You see how Eagles fan comment? It's pretty small on your screen, but see how it says XA with a yes, but then I hover over it, it says yo. Or like this one right here from Cody. Why do they look like that? It's yo, 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 and then it says that. Has anyone seen this before? Jordan Teague says slay when I hover over it, but when I don't, it has this weird symbol next to it. Anyone know what that means? Does anyone know what that means? So confused. It's weird. Yeah, you guys just typed as normal and it pops up with that. Are you guys seeing that on your end, or am I just seeing it on my end? Maybe I have some setting or something. It's probably, I'm probably, and it's like that on my, hold on, let me jump to my, over to YouTube real quick. I just want to figure this out real quick while we get started. I'm not going to be spending a ton of time on this, I just want to see if it looks like this all the time. Yeah, even the regular looks like that, huh? Crash says he does not see it. Okay. Does anybody else see those symbol things like I just showed there? Or am I literally the only one? I'll have to look it up. I'll show it one more time here, just because. Like, you see how Cody H right here? And if you're on a phone, it might be hard to see, but see that weird symbol next to Jordan and Cody's names? And then when I hover it, it says what he actually said. Yo, 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 or play, or... I just don't know why it's there. It's so weird. Not on our end. Looks good here. That's weird because yeah, when I went onto a regular YouTube and I went to my live stream like normal, and it was there too. It's like everywhere. Let me just Google this real quick here. Just really quick here. I don't know what this is. Top fan icon. Nope. Hype icon. Nope. Nope. Huh. Yeah, I have no idea. Anyways, we'll just move on. It's not really affecting anything. Just apparently if people put like yo, 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 it'll just put like that symbol in some random lines on my screen, and I have no idea why. For YouTube, that is. Strange. Well, we'll shout everybody out here right off the bat anyways. Sorry for the little slowdown at the start, but what's going on, Eagles fan? Trash. Mad Dog D-Day. What's going on, Jordan? Craft. We'll just go with Craft the rest of it. Tough for me to read the rest. Howie Diablo. Let's go on Axel Retro Fish. Spawn Frizz. I'm not sure. S-P-A-U-N. I'm not sure how to pronounce that fully. But welcome in. Hope you guys are doing great. Video of these runs soon. Yeah, whenever I decide that I'm like done or whatever, I guess. For sure. For sure. I haven't really done too many, and you know, I kind of do like more short streams. I've done a few pretty long streams for me anyways, but Fort Rune. I'm hoping to get one more Sir Rune from here before I finish, but we'll see. Auto translate. I wouldn't imagine what because it's in my OBS chat and it's on YouTube in that chat too. So like it wouldn't even be if it was on my browser like some browser extension I didn't know about. Not sure. James, what's going on there? Welcome in there on Twitch. First one on Twitch. Very strange. I hate how every couple of days there's some update on some program I use or something that I do that changes something in a way that I don't want it to. Like every couple of days there's some update that does something like that. Somewhere, like in my video editing software, in OBS, on YouTube, on, you know, just nuts. Windows, my software for my camera, my microphone software, like something has some update that messes something up every couple of days. Translation symbol on your browser. It's weird because it's not in my browser. It's on OBS and in my browser too. So maybe there's a setting in YouTube somewhere. And then maybe because it takes the info straight from YouTube, maybe it's coming. That's why it's coming through that way. I'll have to find it after. I'll have to remember to look into it. You guys know probably how good I am at looking into things after stream, so. Yeah, anti-change guy gets got by change, right? True story. Mahoist. I have a macro called a macro. You can exclamation hands free. It'll show you how I can save and exit. I just push one button and then I don't even have to use my hands. Bye. The Nightbot will bring up a link to a video I made a while back showing exactly how I kind of set it up. YouTube end in settings, Unholy Taco says. All right, let me look up where it is because it's actually incredibly annoying. 3 dots above the chat. Well, I clicked on that and there wasn't anything there. That's weird. Let me read some more here. Just real quick, it's kind of annoying. I kind of want to... 3 dots, menu above chat, select translate or right-click the chat and choose the language. There is no translate thing. There is no translate thing under those 3 dots on mine, so... Weird. I'm forgetting to change that thing, so... YouTube Studio dashboard is Creep Dog. YouTube Studio dashboard. Maybe in here somewhere. Details, maybe customization. Details. Just real quick, I'm having some weird thing on my end that I'm trying to correct real quick. And it obviously I can't really figure it out when I'm not streaming, I guess. So yeah, I don't see nothing in here. I'm in the studio. Yeah, I click the 3 dots. It's not that there's no translate thing there. There's no translate thing on OBS here either, where I'm actually viewing the chat at, so I'm not sure. Hold for review. I don't have anything like that. Because it's not holding it. Like everybody in chat, Creep Dog sees the thing and they can read it and it looks exactly as the person typed it in. It's only me that doesn't see it right. So another Monarch out of there, man. This has been popping Monarchs left and right. Not that I need another damaged Monarch or something, but I'll try to get it after stream. There's two things I actually need to write down real quick what it is, because there's let me write down here, because if I don't write stuff down, I'll forget it. Welcome in, everybody. Sorry I haven't been too as attentive to chat as here. I'm trying to getting some things figured out here, but I need to change stream to figure out weird symbol. Okay. I just want to write them down, because if I don't write them down, I'll forget about it. Super Bat, welcome in. Teasy Andy up on single player. Oh, okay. Cool. Hopefully you guys get lucky. D-clones on ladder. Kind of. Oh, I gotta remember to drop this stuff off. No, ladder got pointless in a hurry when I don't like playing multiple characters. I could go play other boom, but no, running D-clones is kind of is boring. I mean, you just hop in there and you just go boom, and then D-clone's dead. You know, it's not really my thing. You know, D-clones literally take like 3 to 4 seconds to take out, and you get your Annie in like. How many hundreds of Annies do you need, right? Another Grimhelm off there. That's probably my fifth to like 7th maybe. That's Natalia's. Out of there. Yeah, funny. Going for the perfect? Yeah, well, best of luck. Yeah, if you want a perfect one, keep blasting it. Not my thing, though, you know. It's nothing really interests me. Well, yeah, hopefully. I'm hoping for another Sir. Then I can make a jaw, and then I have a plan to try to get the other burr. Like another video premise. The stream/video premise. Oh boy, I almost choked on my coffee there. Good job, Feel. Woo, man. Feels like it's sometime in the morning right now. But I usually don't stream this early, so it's kind of like one of those situations where if you're at a place that you're usually not at a certain time, it feels like the time when you're usually at that place. Like, let's say randomly you go to like the casino at like 8 in the morning, but usually you only go to the casino at night. Because the lighting and everything's the same in the casino, so it feels like it's a different time of day. That's how I feel right now. Like, why are my eyes like this? It's not super early or anything. It's 10 o'clock, but like still. I haven't like done anything yet today. It's Eastern, so yeah, it's like 10 a.m. It's not like that early or anything. But I mean, I woke up at 7 and at like 6:30 or whatever, and actually I came down here and made a short this morning real quick and a couple other things, and just kind of sat around lazily for the rest of the time. But Elrune, that's what I'm talking about. Get out of here. Oh, okay. What was that guy's name? Oh, not Oozeheart. Where's the other guy? Moon Drinker, the what? Okay, whatever. I just thought it was like a weird looking name. Hot sauce and coffee? Gross. No, you cannot do spicy beverages like that. Come on. Get out of here. Spicy hot beverages? I mean, I'm pretty sure that's illegal. I'm almost positive. Oh, God. That's gross. Kazum. I've been watching YouTube stuff for a long time. Thanks for the streams and all the content. Hey, no need to thank me. Thank you for watching. Trust me. Thank you. Mutual thanks, we'll call it. If y'all didn't watch the videos and stuff, I'd have to go bust tables at some random place, so. Probably have to go be a welder somewhere or something. Not that there's anything wrong with those jobs, but you know. Jordan says he usually puts the hot sauce on his food anyways when he's drinking coffee. Boy, I would never know. If I'm having a warm or a hot beverage, spiciness does not happen. I'll tell you that much. Same thing with that, and this one's going to be a semi-controversial. Not controversial because it's just like, I'm just saying what I like or don't like. But hot alcohol beverages.
Yo, 2 years.
KC, yo, 2 years is what he said. 2 years. Thank you so much for the 24 months of Slayership. KC, appreciate you. But yeah, I do not like warm beverages with alcohol in them. You know, people will do like different apple cider with whiskey in it or something, or like hot toddies or something. Yeah, nope. Coffee with like Kahlua in it or something. Nope. Nope. Sure, wow, we'll grab a bunch of magic stuff here. The stuff that never actually rolls good, but maybe one time it will. Who in chat is going to hop in and tell me how right I am about everything I just said? Philip, how close am I? So I'm like halfway, but here at Lower Karast, I want to get one more Sarun so that I can make a jaw, and then I'm actually going to do I think I decided that I'm going to do the other half of. I'm going to do the Burun at a different location. I'm going to try to get the Burun. Don't forget to spend time with my kid. Well, long story about that. I'm taking her to some event later. Spend time with my kid. I spend time with my kid plenty of time. Why do you think I get off stream at 3:30 every day? A pretty presumptuous question there, or statement. Jeez. Super Game Station. Kind words. Thank you. Dr. JDM saying, touch of cayenne in hot chocolate. I don't know, spicy and hot beverages, just, I don't know, man. Well, I do know, it's gross, but all I can say is my opinion is right, and everybody else who disagrees with me is just wrong. That's all I can say. I'm obviously kidding, it's just an opinion, but I just don't like it. Yeah, why not? A couple, 6 of them. That's actually 2, like, champ packs, I think, right? Next to each other. And we got a bunch of stuff that's hidden by the loot. That's it. Spiciness in a hot beverage. It's just a soup. Yeah, the soup that you're drinking instead of using a spoon, right? Spicy soup. Live ladder. Not sure what that means exactly. I am on single player, but I am streaming live. Orion, is that what you're asking? Cows? I will not confirm nor deny. I don't want to spoil how I'm planning on getting the Burun the other way. Normal difficulty Countess only. Cubing up to Burun. Challenge. Actually. It could be a good. We never know what the res is going to be on there. Bloodmore only. Until I get stuff to cube up to Burr. Any advice on locations? Not much Russian Baloo. Ooh, another 40. I think it's the second one. So 4. Yeah, I got a 40 with 4. Tarj, Rondash. It's got a little more. That's annoying. There's a tiny bit more block rate, block chance. So the thing is with socketed stuff, you just got to take out monsters as fast as you can in hell difficulty, essentially. I mean, technically cows, people will say, lower magic find will give you a better chance of technically if specifically you don't want to care about uniques or anything, just getting the runeward bases. But I generally just slay monsters and try to find good stuff, and yeah, hope for the best. But technically, blasting cows, it's not going to be something you're just going to get instantly. Because not to mention, for Exile, you generally want a high res ethereal base, and those are harder to come by than they really, you know. Fastest way will always be trading, if you're online, that is. Dusk or Mage Plate? I'm not. I haven't decided yet. I'm not necessarily going to do optimal base either. I might just go with something different, just to look different and just be interesting. Nothing too crazy though. I'm not going with like lacquered plate or something. But EFG, yeah, I did see. I watched it. I watched some of it like live actually. Llama talking about the vid I had. Yeah, agreed with some stuff. Other stuff he disagreed with, of course. I mean, that's how opinions go, right? The one thing he didn't know was that actually I'm always right, so he forgot about that thing, part of it. Of course I'm kidding. There's probably a couple things in that video even then he said stuff and I'm like, yeah, he's probably right. Yeah, I think I was getting a little emotional at this part. Getting a little more, my anti-change guy was getting a little hot and bothered, you know what I'm saying? A little hot under the collar, I guess. They changed something. Whoopsie. End up finding a burn the pits. Acidic thought. Nice, 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 nice. Couple lucky drops. Did a little okay to get up to it. Congratulations. Yeah, it's definitely... I've had those thoughts too, where it's like, man, if I got out and slayed some demons, what if I got a lucky drop and then I wouldn't have to run LK as much? I don't dislike running lower Kuras though. I really don't. I mean, I wouldn't want to do just lower Kuras perpetually for like 3 months or something, but, you know, I wouldn't want to do anything that much, right? So, woofs, appreciate you. Forsaki Thresher from kind of any runeward base is always the exact same answer. Just anywhere in hell difficulty, pretty much, you can find them. Personally, I'd advise pick your favorite farming location or other things and just, you know, blast there and hope for the best. Technically, for any runeward base, lower magic find will give you a better opportunity for it to be a runeward base, and a lot of people love cows, so. But chaos is fine, pits, ancient tunnels, don't, like anywhere you can go slay a bunch of demons quickly that you enjoy, and gives you another opportunity to get other things as well along the way. Grand Crown, that could be free socketed. I need a couple bases just to make some incredibly basic runewords early on here. 2 seconds. That's not enough. First, a zombie welcome in. Just made a gold find barb. Clips says up here. Got back-to-back 2 small charms with 10 gold find. That works out. Eagles fan said next video idea: how to trade for a Burrune offline. Oh. Hey, it's a little trick I'll teach you one day. Kasem saying you like the heralds, but the whole getting the Thunderstride from them a disaster. Yeah, I'm kind of there at the same place too. Like if heralds being like a hard boss that spawns up sometimes in terror zones and like maybe has an opportunity to have higher drop chances than like a regular, you know, it almost adds in an extra elite and it's stronger and has better drop chances. Cool, but trapping Sunder Charms behind really any item being trapped behind having to do something like that is just, it feels bad, you know, in my opinion. But yeah, I pretty much agree. Why demons? Why demons? Did I say demons? If I said demons, I just mean slay monsters. Maybe I might have. I'm not sure exactly what I said. I refer to everything in Diablo as demons, even though I know there's undead and beasts and stuff. Okay. Coolest part of the season, Bullvine up a minute ago. Self-found enigma, 2 to 3 months, it's useless. That is kind of true, right? Yeah. Unless you go play offline, right? Ranged you got that lucky tier 1 herald drop from that, like, almost nobody gets, but you know, you get super crazy lucky. Yeah, that's that pretty much never happens. So you know, that's the equivalent of like going and doing one Andaro run at the beginning of ladder and dropping a Shaco. You know, like sure it happens to somebody. You know, like but. What rings at the moment? Just generic FCR rings. MF doesn't really do anything out here. Almost under any circumstance, really. It doesn't affect super chest anyways. MF doesn't. Single player learning the game made self-infinity Nova Sorceress. Okay. Yeah, a 40 plus res ethereal pally shield, it's like a good elite base. Like a vortex or something, they'll be hard to find. Like, I'll do this for instance for you. The last Holy Grail I was doing that I finished, it took me 4 years to finish. I did not find an ethereal, like elite pally shield with over 40 res in 4 years of doing a Holy Grail, like being a full-time YouTuber. So, just for instance, the first whole time I was doing a Holy Grail, I did find a 44 res ethereal Cuirass shield that I got 4 sockets in by Lars King or whatever. But Joey G, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub, appreciate you. I actually found that really early on in that too, when I was doing that Holy Grail or whatever. But then the second time, 4 years, I did not get a single ethereal elite pally shield with over 40 res in it. I just never made Exile. Exile is super overrated anyways, by the way. Super overrated. I would just throw on some Draco's Grasp and call it a day. Jordan is frustrated with the summoner farming like 150 runs, no keys. Yeah, that's painful. I do hate the summoner, to be honest. Caress Spirit with Drax, says Chasm. Yeah, I mean that's fine. Yeah, Spirit or Haas. Kind of, you know. I think I probably usually use Spirit, right? Yeah, Teru. Yeah, I'm just doing the Holy Grail with the Chronicle, marking it on single player. Yeah. So yeah, when I say Holy Grail 2.0, it's just I completed the Holy Grail, which would be the first one, and now I'm doing the Holy Grail again. And you know, finding the new uniques that they put in the game and stuff like that. Russian said maybe if I start a YouTube channel and play for 4 years, I guess. No, I just don't make Exile. It's kind of pointless, to be honest. It's like one of those things that looks cool, like when you first look at it, but then a smiter is like so tailored to doing Ubers and stuff. It's just unnecessary to make Exile, to be perfectly honest. Like you honestly could just use Spirit Shield and just run out with a life tap wand and go boop and life tap, and then smite with your shield like this, and then they go down in like 5 seconds. You know, it's kind of. Consider playing D4. I mean, I played it before. It was okay, I guess, but like, I just don't want to spend my time that I have in my life playing it. So I don't really. I kind of like it, but I definitely don't want to do it all the time. And if you jump back and forth between video games, it's not really great for your channel. unless you're like a Giga Chad giant streamer. So, yeah, there's not really a lot of motivation for me to play it, to be honest. Can't socketed items. Checks out. Kyle up here a minute ago saying LK seems good for runes and charms. Oh yeah, for sure. Just all the low-ish runes for like making spirits you can get from out here. Like you'd think like run the Countess to get all them runes to reroll spirits over and over again to hit that, but you can just come out here and you try to get all them lower runes, these gems for crafting or for re-rolling grand charms or whatever you want to do really, but that's what I would do. Can I get the sickest rune word base off of one of these racks too? 11, no, not that one, but yeah. Ever found a sling ring and the Geeds belt? I actually have not. I found some of the new stuff, like the new books and stuff. I found several of the new books, to be honest, but probably 2 of the unique. Isn't there 3 different unique books they added? I found 2 of the unique books, and then obviously the set book I found a bazillion of. Did I find the boots? Obviously the set pieces. I found the full set. I feel like the set for some reason is just like popping off everywhere. Boom, boom, boom. Those gloves for the new set, for the Horizon set, or yeah, whatever it's, I forget. Yeah, but probably found 20 of them just in the first like 2 weeks of ladder. And that may not even be an exaggerated number. Definitely double-digit gloves, for sure. The first time I did a giveaway from ladder, like online, after ladder, I had 6 or 8 of them. And I was like, they're the new set, so maybe people want them. And then I was like, well, I have so many. I mean, everybody must be finding them, right? Maybe nobody even wants these things. Yeah. Yeah, you got 2 or 3 of them. Super Game Station, right? There's 4 unique books. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Cleep on slaying, Jordan says. That's what I'm talking about. Jose 2019, welcome in. Do I like PD2? I do not. Nope. Little known fact, actually, when PD2 came out, I completely switched my channel to only doing Project Diablo 2 content. And it was really cool when it first launched, and I think it got worse and worse. In my opinion. But I have not played it since the 3rd season. I know that really triggers people, but that's just my opinion. Kyle McKyle. Interesting. Found the Geeds belt. Regretfully traded it, huh? Well, I guess it's something you realize later you needed. It happens. You can always trade for it back. Can you do this online? I would not recommend doing this online, dang. Would not. If you do anything kind of like this, I've seen people do things where they go around all of Lower Kuras, like, because there's poppable stuff like everywhere like this. And they'll go around the whole joint and just be like this. There's a million poppables. They'll sprint around with a barb or something, hit everything like this. And then if they come across the super chests, you know, then they come across here and they're like, ooh, and they'll hit the super chest right here. But in general, I would not recommend trying to super chest farm online like this. Our boss saying those 2, talking about I think Sling Ring and the Geeds is good for the Hammerden. Yeah, it's weird that they added all this stuff that's Hammerden boosts. I guess they figured the Hammerden does so much damage, if they boosted up the damage, it wouldn't really affect much. I don't know. They're like, hey, look at this Hammerden. Does magic damage. We need to boost magic damage up with every piece of gear we put in the game. That's strange. But I mean, the items aren't going to change now, I don't believe. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I honestly haven't even played Hammered in trying with the new gear pieces to see how much it actually boosted up the damage, you know, so maybe it doesn't really affect that much. Like I was saying, it's probably so powerful that if you made it stronger, it wouldn't even affect anything. I don't know. What did we find last night? I don't think I even got a high rune last night. We found a lot of fun though. We had a lot of good times. Oh, Wicked Plumber, come on, look at this guy. Wicked Plumber coming in with 10 gifted Slayer ships. Ooh, it's early in the morning for me to be doing that. What I can do early in the morning is thank you so much for the generosity, Wicked Plumber, for 10 gifted memberships on some Saturday morning, not slaying, but Saturday morning LKing. Appreciate you. Ooh. You are much too kind. Much too kind. Let me try to catch up on a couple of these comments real quick. Got pushed down. Just actually resets your most perfect map. Unidentified Rob, bro. I hate when that happens. That's like one of the main reasons I set up the macro, so that doesn't actually happen. Did you just say mitts for the disciples popping? No, I was saying the gloves for the new Horizon set for the Warlock were popping off everywhere for like this season, like way more common than any other set piece I've ever seen in my life. Small CEO, welcome in. Oh, Jose is Skellerex on Twitch. Okay. There's almost no way I'm going to remember that, so do forgive me. There's no way I can remember that. CD Powell says, I love the Herald system. It looks like this is a sarcastic comment because he says, I feel trapped in the game because now I'm up to tier 4 and I don't want to waste it. Sounds sarcastic, I'm going to be honest. But yeah, I don't like that either. Having it trapped behind, yeah. If that's what you're saying. I was wondering if LK runs are intended for same map runs. What am I doing wrong on BNet? No, on BNet you can't really do it, yeah. It only kind of works on single player when you have the same map over and over again. I mean, you can technically come across these super chests out here and hit it and have them pop out, but like it's just not efficient. Like I would highly recommend doing something else to try to get stuff. Good morning, Exceptional. Welcome in. Ooh. Oh, Malum. Congrats on that. That's what I got. I think I got 3 Mals last night and a Lem. I can't remember, but only sarcastic when you're awake. I get it. I see what you did there. Gotta head to work soon, says Dr. Dank. Gotcha. Hopefully you have a good, short, easy day at work. Or a long, easy day at work if you're trying to get the overtime, I suppose. Am I done playing this ladder season, Phil? Oh yeah, Philip, for sure. There's not much reason for me to go back to ladder. I mean, I already got a teleport staff, so I can wreck Ubers in one shot with my Warlock, so I could respec and play a different build or something, but I don't know. How close to Enigma? We're halfway there at the moment. Ooh, can't read those symbols, but symbol guy. Thanks for the kind words saying you like to stream. Hamburger helping you. First burring cows. Congrats. Hebrew? Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much only read English. And a tiny bit of Spanish. I mean, Spanish has the same letters as English, so. You thought the whole purpose of this ladder was to get people to play with people, so you thought I'd be more involved? The problem is all the stuff they added is everything's busted, and the getting the Sunder Triumphs by playing with people is like really dumb, and I don't like it. So it's like, you know, if they add stuff to the game that nobody likes, then nobody's gonna play it. You know what I mean? And then when you add builds in that are busted, people get real excited at first, and then 2 days later they want to stop playing. Like that's what would happen with Diablo 4. Everything would be super easy, and they're like, look how I'm blasting blah, and then 3 days later they're like, okay, I'm done. It's almost like taking a shot of something, you know, some drug, you know, gives you a super rush. Whoa! And then you're like, okay, I'm out of it, you know. But yeah, no, there wasn't much about, you know, it was exciting. Everyone came back to ladder and stuff like that, but it's just not fun, like with the Warlock or whatever. And I didn't want to play through with a new character. Then I'm gonna get 1,000 questions. Phil, how come you're not playing the new character? Why aren't you playing the Warlock? Phil, why, Bob? You know, it's like a... Yep. Almost essentially every YouTuber and content creator has stopped playing the ladder already. So, not literally, essentially. Yeah, I mean, if you watched my video, you would know what I think about the Warlock. Check out the good, bad, and ugly video. That was me trying to subdue my emotions as much as possible. Because, I mean, this is the best game ever made, and they're changing it and making it broken. So, yeah, obviously, who would like that, right? Not to mention, this is my career that they're doing stuff, that they're messing with, so. But, I will be honest. The videos and the streams have been pretty poppin', and everyone's been pretty hyped about, like, I've been getting a lot of views on the videos and stuff, so I don't know how much I should really complain about it, am I right? Incoming comment, I don't know if anyone put it in already, but the comment that always comes is, well, you don't have to play it, you could just not play it. You still have that option. Who put it in? Who put it in? I gotta see. But it's one of those situations where, of course, like, even me just not playing Warlock on ladder right now, I get people asking me why I'm not playing it. Imagine if I was playing not even on the expansion with the loot filter and stuff. Like, if I get asked questions already, why am I not filtering out enough stuff? Like, the gold I'm filtering out, or the potions right here, I'm filtering out some stuff, and just the stuff I want to filter out. But even because I'm not doing what everyone else wants to do, I get asked questions. Why am I doing what I'm doing all the time? Because I'm not having my loops filter sit up exactly like everybody else. But yeah, anyways. Little early morning rant, Phil, I guess. My bad. Is this a mod? Smolfs knows what's up. Smolfs knows what's up. Oh, the map's the same? Why are you cheating and using Hero Editor? I get that question again. Oh. Look, you can see his map already. He's using a hero. He's using a loot, or he's using a map pack. He's cheating. Oh, I didn't know he was faking his drops. Questions aren't as bad. It's when people do statements like that is the one I'm just like, I roll my eyes so hard it almost snaps off my nerve going into my brain. Boom, boom, boom. Super Game Station says the Warlock help you understand other game mechanics. Interesting. I would say, what, you just from playing the Warlock, you decided to look into some other stuff and you learned something? Interesting. I mean, good for you. Good for you. Almost didn't get out of there. Michigan ever gonna warm up? Oh yeah. Now, Supposed to be 60 tomorrow, and then like 72 to the day after that, and then like 45, but still. KM says, I'm kidding, just I love the Warlock. I wouldn't go that far. I mean, it's one of those situations where, I don't know, everyone's so hype about it. I don't want to be downer guy about it, but the game didn't need another character, to be honest. And I mean, besides like half the skills, like all the skills are busted in one way or another. Everything the Warlock does, you can just do on other characters. Like, it's got these fire skills. You can make a fire Warlock. Oh, we already have a fire sorceress and a fire druid and a fire assassin. And, you know, like, fire arrow Amazon. Like, every character, another character with fire. Like, the summons. Oh, we still got multiple summons already. Oh, we gave this one this armor. Oh, wait, it's just like bone armor, and it's just like, you know, like, it's just a mishmash of all the other stuff you can already build on other characters, kind of. Except busted. But everyone's hype about it, so what you gonna do? It's fine. Did you guys see that? I just died. Whoopsie! Every new character's OP in the beginning. Tell that to the druid, Jakey boy. Tell that to the druid. Tell that. The druid is a lot of people's favorite character too. It's kind of cool, right? Do you think they nerf the warlock? I mean, nerf in some sense they have to. Like, it's completely busted. Yeah, so the echoing strike with the found demon having cursed and stuff, it's completely busted, yeah. For sure. Does loot filter fix from the loot being clipped? Yeah. So loot filter, and then the combination of the loot filter and making sure you have, is it legacy drop spacing, I think? Because like if you have non-legacy drop spacing, the items are all separated by like one space. So when you click a super chest, they'll shoot out the door. But see how this stuff all piles up right on top of each other? Those two combinations of things, yeah, you don't really have that issue anymore. And I don't even have a super strict loot filter. I have an incredibly lax loot filter, actually. If Druid's your favorite character, you probably also drink raw milk. I don't know about that. Some people like the Druid. I don't know. The Druid's actually kind of powerful. Like the Wind Druid, it's actually powerful. Small saying some people's new favorite character is the Warlock. Yeah, I mean, how do I say this without sounding like I'm meaning this like pejoratively? Most people, I think, that really like the Warlock are people that like really like Diablo 3 and Diablo 4, I think. And maybe like old men that only play Diablo 2 like me, they probably don't like the Warlock as much. It's not their favorite. Could be wrong. I have no idea. Just my speculation, I think. Strafazon, Kazum says is his favorite. Interesting. I've actually hardly played Strafazon, like, at all. First Zombie says he wishes the Necromancer had a Death Strike type of skill. Ooh. Or Death Mark, I mean. New rune word incoming with 1 to Death Mark on it. It would work for the Druid, the Necromancer. It would work for any of your summons, like the Valkyrie for the Amazon. The Amazon you don't really need to, because you just resummon the guy, the lady Amazon Valkyrie over and over again. But JNST says loves the warlock, not an old man. There you go. That checks out. It checks out. Checks out. If your beard isn't at least 50% gray, you might like the warlock. Yeah, Marty says longtime D2 player, doesn't like the warlock. Yeah, if it wasn't busted, I mean, I guess it could be fine, but it's kind of like I said before. Like, what else new, like, mechanics or something that you're actually going to add, where it's not like, oh, here's the fire skills, here's the summon skills, here's the melee skills. Like, you know, we already have, like, every character is just kind of mishmashed into the warlock. I don't know. They did add pinks and purples to the game, I guess, so that's something. Diablo 2 is all about pinks and purples and stuff, so... Man, we'll go check it. Maybe it's a 45er. Hang out in the BNet chat room back in the day? Not really, no. I know it was over there, but I never looked at it. Subligaria. Summons that are actually good. I mean, yeah. I mean, the Summon Necro is one of my favorite characters. For sure, yeah. You ever play the Corpse Explosion Summon Druid too? You gotta check that one out. And yes, I did not misspeak. I said that correctly. Wasn't Tal's armor already purple? Tal's armor was purple, I guess. But like the spells, the swirly pinks and purples and stuff, and they added purple and pink to the D2 logo. Not the end of the world, I guess, but it's just one of those, like, eyebrow-raising situations, you know, like, what are they trying to accomplish here? Subligarian. So, if you use summons, you can't use any other skills. Okay, if you go with that, you know, thing there, I mean, I guess. So if you summon stuff on the warlock, you can't use Blood Boil, because then you're not really a summon warlock, you're a Blood Boil warlock. Yeah, well, it's, you know, it's just, I guess if that's your criteria, I guess, you know. XO, that is way too long of a comment. No offense. My reading skills are not adequate to address that. Kyle saying the AI on the summons for Necro, half of them just stand around. Yeah, you do kind of, you know, teleport staff, like reposition your summons and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe it's just because I always do things to have my summons go where I want them to, you know what I mean? Like essentially teleport staff in and stuff. So I don't really have the problem. Like if there's an issue, if there's something like that needs to get done, I just do it, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You kind of get it. Yeah, if you don't like reposition your mercenary and your summons and stuff, yeah, sometimes they don't go where you want them to, for sure. No good. Miss a small charm, not possible, Trash. Come on. That's not possible. Mustang, welcome in. Gotta do stuff around the house. Gotcha. Yeah, I gotta do a bunch of yard work tomorrow. I gotta get, like, I'm gonna be working like 15 hours tomorrow. My grass is destroyed from a bunch of work I had done on the house at the last fall, and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, your comment on my screen is about 17 lines long. No joke. It's the length of, yeah, what usually 10 people's messages are. Any burrs? Cuckoo. Not yet, no. Today's been pretty... Haven't been on too long here, too, so... Rich man has grass. I'm probably gonna have to drop like $500 on different seed and top dressing and malarkey garbage, and work an entire day of... I already have a... what's it called? Scarifier, so... Essentially a machine to, like, with little blades that'll cut through your existing grass down to the dirt so that new seed can take and rip up all the old dead grass. Scarifier and dethatcher. Kyle, I've seen people making a living doing the best game in the world, playing the best game in the world. Yeah, it's pretty... It's not bad. It's not bad at all, for sure. Josh says I missed a Grand Charm in that last run too. No way. There's no way. Didn't want to spam 5 messages. Well, don't do that either. Don't do that either. Yeah, sometimes, I mean, communicating through a chat, like, to have a full-blown conversation, not always the easiest thing. More of just comments here and there and stuff. JNST got the lucky bird from LK. Congratulations. Ammon. How's bowling going? Yeah, we're still in first. Next week we have, what is it called? Position. So it's where we play against the second place team, I'm pretty sure. And then, yeah, so last week we took 2 games in total, so we lost one. Dude, this team we played against last week, we gave them like 210 pins in bowling. The first game we beat them by like 120 or 30. The second game we lost by 210 after we, you know, so we pretty much made up nothing. It's crazy. And then the last game we won by like 80 or something, you know, so we ended up winning at like all the, just lost to 1 game. Bowled so bad. So my dumbness, I'm gonna get a little fix up today for my bowling ball. I tried to resurface my ball myself, like I bought the pads and everything, and I did it myself. I don't know. Something I did not do right, I promise you. My ball would not hook at all. At first it was hooking way too much, and I did nothing, and I just kept bowling with it, trying to throw it harder and loft it down the lane to hook later. And then all of a sudden it just started hooking none at all. Like just skidding straight down the lane like a plastic ball. And I'm like, I tried resurfacing again. It hooked a ton for like 3 throws, and then it started just skidding like a plastic ball again. It was crazy. So I gotta get a new ball or something. Luckily they're not too expensive. I think what I'm gonna do is actually, I have a different ball I'm gonna fill the thumb hole in because I throw 2-handed now. I have a pretty good ball that I used to throw 1-handed, and I didn't have it super long before I started throwing 2-handed, so I'm gonna fill that thumb hole and just rock it out. Bowling reminds you of a Simpsons episode. Interesting. Like you must never bowl or be around bowling alleys or anything, I guess. This thing, bowling just reminds you of one specific episode from a super specific cartoon. Interesting. How many acres am I on? Not much. No, my yard's not very big, Marty. My yard is not that big. But it's still going to be super annoying because it's like, I mean, it's probably, I think it's technically like a quarter acre or something, you know, not very much. It's small enough that you don't really refer to it as acres. It's small enough that you it's listed as the square footage. So. Like, I think my yard is like 5,800 square feet or something. I forget. That's probably not the right number. I forget, but it's listed as square footage. So. Do I push mow? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's not very large. It takes me like maybe 40 minutes to push mow it, like going around this and that, flower, you know. It'd probably be less than that if it was just straight lines back and forth all the time, but. Coim, what's going on? Coim floater. Welcome in. Is it bad to have a minions as a poison necro? Minions, like if you're putting, usually the skeletons don't survive all that great unless you're putting a lot of points into it. And the poison skills, obviously, like Poison Nova has a lot of synergies, so you usually can't get useful like summons to the poison necro. Most people will have an Act 2 mercenary and a golem. Rust Ripper, yeah. No, see what curse does for you? Can't be cursed. I don't think he even cursed me. I think he killed me before I was even cursed. Legendary. I don't think I've ever seen Kingpin, to be honest. Why 4 ID tombs? To identify stuff. What else would I do with them? Like, you know, same reason I have all these keys over here, to unlock a lot of things. Same reason I got all the identify tombs, to identify a lot of stuff. Yep. Rip. I didn't rip. Get out of here. That was a strategic retreat of unaliving myself. Come on. Never. So I would say it's not a crime to not have seen Kingpin, but like, I don't know, I started bowling like 2 or 3 years ago and I never think, I mean, I seen like 10 minutes here, like back in the day, 20 minutes there, like back on like regular television a long time ago. I think, if it's the movie I'm thinking of. The Bill Murray movie, gotcha, yeah. I was actually thinking of the wrong movie, but also, Kingpin, I also seen like 20 minutes here, 10 minutes there when it was on TV a few times. I think I was thinking a Lebowski movie. Isn't that a bowling movie too? Kind of. These 1,200 runs weren't all in one run, Ryan, no. Nope. So is confirmed that The Big Lebowski is a bowling movie. Yeah, it's another one I've seen a couple here and there. At Daddy. Bowling average right now is 190. It was 191 last week, so I don't know how it fell because I bowled a couple of really bad games and one really good game, so I'm not sure where that puts me. I literally bowled like 160 something, 170 something, and then 232. So, because I was using that other ball that I don't know when you hopped in here necessarily, but I was using that other ball that wasn't working. It wasn't doing anything. Don't tell anybody, but I grabbed my other ball that has a thumb hole in it, and you're not supposed to bowl two-handed with a thumb hole in it. But I was like, this ball's busted. I've tried everything and it will not hook. I've cleaned it. I resurfaced it like in between throws. I was like, it's like frame 4. I went over and got like 500 grit sandpaper to grit it up as much as I could with the resurfacing pads, and that didn't work. I'm like, okay, this ball's it's busted, and I grabbed my other ball that has a thumb hole in it and just threw it two-handed, and it was like boom, strike, 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 strike. So, bad gamer. They changed the rule like a couple of years ago that you can't throw two-handed with a thumb hole in it anymore. Because of course, if there's anything that people can take advantage of, they get ridiculous with it. And apparently, what people were doing is they were drilling a thumb hole. Like they were like, "Oh no, that's my thumb hole," but they would drill a giant deep hole like on one side of the ball as like a counterbalance, essentially, I guess. And people were even doing things like they would drill a 3-inch hole on the one side of the ball, like and stuff like that. Like that's nowhere near where their thumb was going, and stuff like that, just to have a giant counterbalance hole or something, I guess. But yeah, because I looked all into it when I didn't know this rule either. The first year I started bowling is the year they changed that rule, and I never knew about it. The first year I decided to try two-handed, and after like 8 weeks of bowling in this league, this lady lost her mind on me because she had just heard about this rule, and she was literally just trying to get us disqualified somehow. It was crazy. Long story. I don't want to get into it again, but Miasmic, welcome in, Miasmic Slayer. Yeah, Biv Dog, know what's up. Cheat. Yeah, she was a hater. Imagine being that much of a tryhard sicko about bowling. Yeah, it was like this 58-year-old woman who had her skin looked like a leather briefcase. It was actually that was the third thing she tried getting us disqualified for that week. Every week, if she bowls bad and she's losing in a game, she just starts yelling about stuff and like, you can't do that, you can't do this, you're disqualified. Like at the end of one game when she was losing, she's like, look, you have the wrong people's names up there, because it has the people's names. And you know how like if your name is like Robert, it'll cut the name off and just say Rob because it doesn't have room for all the letters. She's like, look, it says it's supposed to be this person, but it's that person's name. We're like, it's just their name cut off. Like, shut up. Like, you have the wrong people. No, look at your list. And we're like trying to explain to her, like, no, you can't. No, this is illegal. You can't. And we're like, no, their name is just cut off. And then this was like the third time I'm like 3 beers deep and she starts freaking out at me because there's a thumb hole in my thing. And I'm like, don't even talk to me. Go talk to the lead commissioner or something. I don't want to hear another word from you, lady. Yeah. What was the other one? There was the name thing. I don't remember what the other thing she tried getting us disqualified for, like in a different game because she was bowling so bad. I don't know. Yeah, but you know how it is. Did she retire? No, I see her every year. And she runs one of the stupid pools or something. She's like, would you want to buy a ticket for this? We're like, no, go away. She still comes up and asks if we want to get in her stupid pools and stuff for bowling. We're like, no. 132. What's the max attack rating on a Grand Charm? I don't really need it, but... Sweet Phil to Spicy Phil. Real quick. Right. You better husband... Oh, she doesn't have a husband? Get out of here. She's... I mean, she's definitely not married. Her bowling team was her daughter, her son-in-law, and, like, one of their friends or something. She's definitely not married. I think it was her brother, actually. I think her brother was on the team with her. Definitely twice divorced, I'm sure. Record the Karen next time? She wouldn't do anything. I don't think... We have... The thing is, too, this league is so huge. We see her around, we bowl next to them. We have not bowled... Oh, no, we did bowl against that team once since then. But she wasn't there that week. I don't know if that was on purpose or what, but she was not there this week. Or that week when we bowled against them. But the league is so huge, too. There's, and this is going to sound made up. A lot of people are like, you're exaggerating. The league I bowl in, at this bowling alley, there's 80 lanes. 80. They're all full. So for this league, it's 160 teams. So there's people in this league. I've been in the league for like 3-4 years. There's teams in this league that have been in there the whole time that I've never seen before. You know, so. Karen video, easy clicks. I know, right? Yeah, and that's not an exaggerated number. It's 80, not 18. It's 80. Anytime I tell people, I'm like, no, literally, there's 80 lanes. Yeah, league bowling is pretty fun. We got just 4 dudes putting back some beers, playing with some bowling. Elrune. What time we got here? 11. Okay, we got a little more time. Probably stream till about noon because it's a good time. I'm gonna get off, get my kids some lunch, get ready, and hang out before I take her to the whatever the event thing that she's got later. Kyle's got 3 alleys in his town. Gotcha. Yeah, I live in a very kind of like suburb area. There's kind of a lot of the bowling alleys actually closed, but there's one right around the corner from my house. Not the greatest quality. Within like 10 miles, there's probably like 5 of them, but it's a very densely populated area. Like, so. Biff says just dudes being bros. Exactly. Nice change of pace from sitting at home where like my daughter and my wife and me, which I mean I love my family, of course, don't get me twisted, but nice to see the bros and just, you know, we come home like, oh hey, what did so and so say, what is this and that? I'm like, what did they say? I don't know. They said good shot, let's go, we figured it out. You're bowling better, figured it out. Like I don't know, we don't really say anything. Nothing important. Oh, okay. Yeah, Michigan, ton of alleys is true. I think Michigan has the most bowling alleys per capita in the United States, I think. If it's not the first, it's up there. For some reason, I think Hawaii actually has a large amount of bowling alleys as well. They put them in there when there used to be a bunch of, you know, military bases, like more military people there. There still is, of course, military bases, but yeah, I think Michigan had the most bowling alleys per capita, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's the continental United States or something, but how many LK runs am I planning to do? Not sure. No hard, fast plan, to be honest. Philip. Did I go fishing? Not anymore. I fished up until I got a driver's license, then I started partying and hang out with chicks, so just to be honest. Also, once I got older, I mean, it was like, once I was like 15, 16, 17, you know, football, basketball, baseball, then you have summer ball, summer baseball, and then, you know, then you got summer workouts for football, and then you got football camps in the summer, and, you know, you just don't have time to do that stuff. Gnome's in the mini golf capital. Wait. Mini golf capital. Don't tell me. Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach, North Carolina. Am I right? See, Phil remembers everything. What set is it that you have to wear to give yourself like 1,000 attack rating for Diablo 2? My full-time job? Can't remember. Mini golf capital of the world? Myrtle Beach. That's a call out from my last video, by the way. I just could not remember Angelic's set for giving you all that. I'm just like, what is it? Couldn't remember. Woo. Most golf courses? Actually the most, oh wait, maybe I'm getting things twisted up. Yeah, that's so weird. I gotta figure out what this is. It's gotta be Google Translate now that I see exactly what this is. Check this out. Where's full screen at? Kyle typed in Saigons for Saigon set. And the thing has the, must be the translate symbol, and it says let's go. It translated Saigons into let's go. I gotta figure out how to get rid of the translate thing. I don't know where that setting is at. And I know somebody tried telling me where it was at a second ago, and I couldn't find it. I have to find it off stream. But it's so weird. I gotta find that setting. It's gotta be, it's wherever it is, it's gonna be super easy, and I'm gonna be like, oh, it's right there. Boop. Oh yeah, but this is what I'm gonna say. Bowling alleys, I think Michigan is like top 5. I think it's like the second for most bowling alleys per capita. Hawaii is number 1, I think. But for public, what's public? Public. Yeah, like golf courses accessible to the public, so non-private courses, I think Michigan is number 1. That's what it was. Because when they had the huge middle class from all the auto industry, which we still have, but a lot of people moved out of Michigan, but they put in all these public golf courses because the auto industry and all the, like Fords and stuff, they wanted their employees to feel like they were rich. So they were super happy and they would never want to leave the company. So they would never have to train new people and they could always work as efficiently as possible. So what they did is they put in all these public golf courses around so that, you know, because rich people golfed. Well, now these middle-class people can all go buy a cigar and go golfing like rich people can, and they feel like they're rich and they'll be happy and blah, blah, blah. So there's public golf courses all over the place. There's actually a little bit close to where I live here. Jeez, there's literally 3 golf courses that are like this. Boom, and there's like all these houses and subdivisions in and around them, all in this one like giant block area of like not far from where I live, actually. Saigons is let's go in Corsican. I've never even heard of that language before. That's crazy. Random bad gamer. Google AI is wrong. Because I think it's public golf courses. It's it can't include private. So I'm saying like ones that you could go like drive up to and be like, I want to go golfing. Not that you have to have like a $25,000 membership to go to. Maybe it's changed over the years, because it has been like years since I had heard that. I could see it actually probably being that a bunch of golf courses in Michigan closed down from the population leaving somewhat and people getting poor. That might have happened actually. So, I'm not going to go too hard into pain on it, but yeah, I did hear that stat. Whoopsie, I missed the thing. Offshoot of French? Interesting. Miss Snotty says Plumbrook. I golfed there a year or two ago. This is true. Chase says he's an Ohio boy, but in China working. Can't wait to get out of here, huh? Ohio. Yeah. Well, hopefully you get out of there and enjoy it. Molten says nobody works in North Dakota or lives there. Yeah, but it's like a per capita situation, right? So there's so few people, so you don't really need as many golf courses to get the per capita up. That'd be my guess on how that happened. And plus, isn't there Wyoming? Isn't there a lot of out that way? There's a lot of like, there's been like oil rigs and stuff, like oil wells a lot put out there and stuff. So there's all these guys that like will go out there and make a ton of money and then want to let off some steam, so they go golfing with the boys type of situation. Maybe. Usually I feel like anyways, a lot of golf courses and bowling alleys and things to do is where there's a lot of like men with money. Essentially, men that make more money than the average middle class guy does, but they're not rich. Deckard going pretty good. Good NBA Jam back in the day. Isaiah Thomas and Bill Lambier. I didn't play a ton of NBA Jam back in the day, but yeah, I definitely did. It was a fun game. What's middle class? Well, nowadays, to make middle class, to pay average bills, I mean, what do you got to make about $120K a year? That's the thing too with, you know, Montana, with Wyoming stuff out there. I can only imagine, I'm speculating here, I don't know for sure, but I would assume the cost of living is a bit on the low side, considering that like property's got to be so cheap just because of, you know, population density is really low, I would assume. Woo! Scary. $120K upper, lower? The lower? It depends where you live for sure. If you're in New York or California or something, it is for sure. Because it's like a supply and demand issue, you know? There's not enough places to live because there's so many people that want to, like, you know, they haven't built enough houses to make up for the amount of population that wants to live there. So there's other places that are going up too, because obviously when you can't afford to live somewhere, then you move somewhere else and the population goes up into some other place because the places people move. But or yeah, places let people build more and stuff. Good old supply and demand. Depends on kids as well. That is a good point. Kids will cost you an arm and a leg. Letterman owns half of Montana. I mean, that's got to be an exaggeration, right? Solid investment, though, huh? Marty says 120K is almost average amount to buy a average home. The income you would need to buy an average home, that is. Boy, yeah, I don't know. If I tried to buy the house even I have today, it would be a struggle, like with how much it would cost. Struggle. JNST says 120K would be 2 like yearly salaries for you. Yeah, I do not make that much. So it depends where you live. Like if you live in a metropolitan area, it's going to be much more expensive than if you live in like the not city. Like so it all depends on where you live. Like, and I don't know everywhere. Oh my God, he just got wrecked. I don't know everywhere for sure, but like I know New York and LA, New York and California are going to be super expensive. Yeah, a lot of big, like if you lived around Nashville, it's probably crazy expensive. Probably any of the cities really, right? You know, like that. So, but then if you live out in some little town that has one stoplight, I bet you the houses are a lot cheaper. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, Master Texan says you live in the country, couldn't pay you to live in the city. Yeah, some people are like that. Nothing wrong with it. Each their own. First Zombie says 400K easy in Dallas. Yeah. So I live in a really old small neighborhood of small houses, but like all around me are subdivisions with like big houses. And yeah, they don't even build smaller houses anymore. Every subdivision that goes up is like houses in the subdivision. Come check them out. Buy one. Starting off at $575 and stuff like that. I'm like, Jugh. What the bleep, dude? How do people afford this? Yeah, like if you see anything under 500,000 in a sub that's built around me now, it's like crazy. I don't think like it's probably like 400,000 for like a condo, like an attached multi-story like condo complex condo. Crazy. But yeah. Chase says gave up on buying a house. Might do van life. Man, I kind of thought about like you know, if I wasn't married with kids, like I would think about doing that, honestly. Maybe. Just do the get a gym membership, you know, shower at the gym. Yeah, I don't know. Columbus, Ohio, budget 225, nearly impossible to find a home. Yeah. I don't think they even make them that size. Or they're like that price. Like, I don't know how. Around where I live, you couldn't buy a house. There's nothing that cheap. That would be like, I couldn't even. That's like mobile home prices almost where I live at, the area. Crazy. Luckily, I bought mine years ago when things were. At the time, everyone's like, don't buy a house now. The market's so inflated. You got to wait for it to go down. And I'm like, you guys are crazy. It's not. How would you possibly see the prices of houses going down? Because everyone was still kind of sort of traumatized from 2008. Well, not everybody, but some people. I'm like, guys, that's like a fluke event. And yeah, my house is like doubled in value since I got it like 10 years ago. More than doubled, probably. I literally couldn't afford to buy my house now if I bought it. Let's see, Istanbul, and if you want a proper flat, it's 500K. Istanbul. Unfortunately, what country is that in again? Why can I not remember? Is that Russia or is that like? Well, I don't remember. I don't know where Istanbul is. I forget. GeoGuessr should have gave me this knowledge, but it's my brain's slipping. Oh, Turkey. Okay. Yes, you are right. Sorry, my bad. It's Turkey, man. I'm sorry. I'm just a stupid American. Forgive me. I'm sorry. Everybody full of it. Nobody has a clue. Hey, we're just chatting here. That's fine. It's all right. The Soul Hour? I don't know if I pronounced that right. Yeah, I've been doing just YouTube, streaming, Twitch, and making videos for just about 6 years now. It's yeah, I don't have like a day job, no. Like I don't have another job, no. I don't make it necessarily all from just streaming. Like, I of course also have my merch store that I make a little on, you know, and obviously tips and stuff like that, super chats, channel memberships, but yeah, good old good old merch store. Can't forget that. Anybody knew about the merch store? Very cool. You want to check it out, link in the descriptions. The merch store. Pick up a Sweet Phil. Pick up a nice Sweet Phil coffee mug. They're goated. Bought a house in Phoenix in 01. Turned into a ghost town. It's wild. Yeah, I've heard a lot of different places like that. And Phoenix is one of those ones where a lot of people were moving to, and, you know, those warm weather southern states. There's a guy, and I don't know how it's even popped up in my feed. I don't watch it a lot. Like, there was like a month where I used to watch some of the videos or whatever, but he was a home inspector in Arizona. And his whole channel was about going to these houses and how badly they were built. I don't know any of the specifics where it was at or whatever, but he would go from subdivision to subdivision to subdivision where it was at. And he would just be like, look at this. Look how bad this is. Look at the stucco on the outside. It almost never rains, but when it does rain, it can rain a lot. And there's all these holes in the roof, and it leaks the whole roof, and you're like, oh my gosh. Am I going to update the desk pad? I don't know. I mean, I guess I should. I got to get the pinks and purple Diablo 2 logo on it, so I got to get the pink character on there, so I guess I should update it, huh? Southeast is so full now, says Gnome. Gotcha. Yeah, I heard that a lot of places, like, they built so much after COVID or whatever, and now they're kind of having excessive homes, but it depends on your point of view whether that's good or bad, right? Because if there's an excess amount of homes, if you just built a ton and trying to sell them, it's bad. If you own a house, your housing value is going down, so it's bad. But if you're trying to buy a house, it probably looks better, right? So. And I know there's going to be a lot of probably anecdotal stuff flying. That's just what I had heard. So, how much I hate the pinks and purples. Yes, in Diablo 2, I don't like pink characters in Diablo 2. Yeah. Don't like pink swirly colors around, and you know, I don't like playing the game. And my 9-year-old daughter's like, "Ooh, that's pretty. I like it." Oh, I thought I was playing a man's game here. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize this was a little girl's game. She would say the same about OGD too. No, she does not. Trust me. Best movie I've seen lately, Bob? I don't even remember the last time I watched a movie, to be honest. Don't really watch too many. Yeah, Diablo 2, Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Right? What's up, kid? Want lunch? Told you I was gonna stream until noon. So, half hour. You can grab any of the cucumbers or grapes or any of that, strawberries. You can eat any of that stuff if you want to. Okay. Gonna get on the walking pad? No. So I'm gonna take my daughter to this event later, and then I'm gonna go to the gym. So I don't use the walking pad. I mean, every once in a while, I guess, but in general, I don't use the walking pad unless it's a day when I'm not gonna go to the gym. Oh, Marty, I didn't read your comment right, did I? I just got you. Okay. I got you. Ghost World saying a lot of pinks and purples in the cow level in D3. You mean, yeah, you mean the Whimsyshire with the unicorn level? Yeah, exactly. Speaking of things I don't want to come to Diablo 2. Anything like Diablo 3. Be more power to you if you like D3, but I don't feel like going back to that gym. And a yoga. D2 to save you from deep depression? It's wild, but yeah, congrats on, you know, that's good. Pull you out of that. Just, you know, having fun and distracting you, I guess, maybe. You stream on Saturdays, Office Gossip. I do when I want to. When I want to, when I have time. Not usually, though. This is not my normal stream time, but sometimes I just fire it up and let her rip on random, you know. Oh, I got a couple hours here. I could sit and stare at my phone or watch TV. Let's go hang out with the boys. And open some chests, I guess. Mr. Grand Charm. Tifos. You know that's not possible. Oopsie. Yeah, sometimes I'm thinking too much, like stuff pops up on the screen, it's blatantly obvious, and I just don't see it because I'm like so thinking about what I'm saying or reading. Yeah. Chill Saturday morning, exactly. LK is easy, so it's a chill Saturday morning. Could go for a high rune though, to be honest. I wasn't paying attention to where I started. I wonder how many runs I've even done, because I've not been really paying attention to try to go that fast. Like my runs are taking 40 seconds to a minute because I'm like reading chat and half paying attention. Yeah, so Spurs and Bucks should be a banger. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't watched basketball much over several years here, so. Jules says, thanks for advocating for the Warlock nerfs. Gotcha. Yeah, just throwing my opinion out there. We'll see what they say. Or, well, they're not going to say anything to me, but, I mean, see if it happens, I guess. Pretty sure they'd care very little to none about my opinion, so. Fighting a burr rune is more important than feeling down. Remember that. Ooh. There you go. Barb helm rack, nice. Yeah, it depends on it. It is popping a lot of barb helms off there. I'm identifying some of the rares and stuff, and I haven't really got nothing though. Grim helm, I got a vamp gaze off that earlier. Not earlier today, but this one, it's a barb helm half the time probably. MF gear for the Nova Sorceress. Usually Nova doesn't get a ton of magic find. It's a little bit harder. Usually it falls more like just under 200 or just over 200. Kind of can't remember actually. It's not one you usually stack like 400 magic find on. Retro Fish. So I do have a link to mine in the description. You'll see literally exactly what I got. And you can get that one if you want to. It obviously works. The one thing is, if you shop around for your own, make sure you check the weight maximum for it. The number of times I was looking, I was like, if I was looking for, and the one that I got was about the only one that had a maximum weight allowed on it over like 200 pounds. So, Oh, wait. I didn't finish that statement. It was the only one that allowed over like 200 pounds weight limit on it that was under like $500. So I don't know how much it's going for now, but so many of them I looked up and I was like, oh, that's not a bad deal. This one looks all right. And I look and it's like maximum weight 140. And I'm like, what? Like, I can't. Who's going to use that? This is obviously just made for children. How can a little baby walk on a walking pad? No, it's obviously just made for like women or something, but I was like, geez, crazy. Like, I'm 230, so like. Have you made a few YouTube tutorial videos? I have made a few, yeah. Jack, I've made a couple. I think I have like a little bit, probably about 1,600 videos on YouTube now. What build stack ton of MF? A lot. I couldn't name them all, but for the sorceress, the blizzard is kind of a go-to, stacking a ton of magic find. Pretty much all characters except for the Nova Sorceress, almost, to be honest. Ogre, come on! Oops. "100% watched a few of them. I appreciate it. Acid Thoughts got a Pally Shield rack in his down at his meth. That's pretty sick. I had early on in one of my single players when I started, I had a Thresher rack, and in the entire time I didn't get a single 4-socket Ethereal Thresher in like a bazillion runs. I got a few that were just plain ethereal, and I tried to use the cube recipe, and not one of them got 4 sockets. I was really disappointed. Go Wings, Baddie Guard. Yeah, I haven't watched a ton of Wings either. I guess I've been kind of checking off sports like over the last few years. But Bob says average women in the United States weigh at least 170. I mean, you might not be wrong. Heije, I think. Heije? I'm not sure on the pronunciation. Do forgive me, please, please. SOJ, Jaw, and Sling Ring on single player. I mean, that's good. Good stuff to fight. Impressive. Man, guys get one more Surrune game, huh? Artie says, not long, everyone getting the fat shot. Yeah, I went out with some people a week or two ago or something, and we were just talking to people. I don't remember how it exactly came up, but there was like 7 like women there, and every single one of them was taking one of those GLP-1s. Every one of them, except my wife. Every other woman was taking it. One of the brands of it, you know. I was like, really? Like everybody? They're like, yeah, we just take a really low dose. We don't want it to like, you know, people take the doses of it, like even what the doctors recommend, and it makes you just never eat. But you just take like a micro dose of it, and then it'll just make you like less hungry and you lose weight. And I'm like, you too? Wait, you all do? Holy smokes. Crazy. Any D2 collectibles? I'm not much of a collect figurines kind of guy. I just have some stuff that like Blizzard sent me, I guess. And none of it is really D2 stuff. It's all like D4 stuff and that they sent me when D4 was coming out. So no, I guess, yeah, the only things I have is stuff that like Blizzard sent me for being in the Diablo partner program. Like, I guess probably the coolest thing, it's the only thing I use all the time. I got this, it's going to be blurry because my focus is not auto, but it's like a Reign of the Warlock, like, cup thing that I have. So. Chubby, welcome in. Yusuf, yeah, I mean, you could make a harmony, run the docks if you wanted to for LK, yeah. You could do that. Not an uncommon strat. Fine. Oh, I thought I picked it up. Okay. Let's see. A few people talking about the old school D2 figurines. Promotional poster. Interesting. Yeah, no, I don't have none of that stuff. No. Nope. Got this Kelpie like a million times off that rack. It's Kelpie after Kelpie. Let's see, Retro saying, don't get me started on the GLP-1 stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna be interested to see, like, so here's an example of like what worries me about some new stuff. Not just that, but like, you ever notice all of the, like, if you see interviews and stuff with any of the people that own the social media platforms, like, or technology and work with like Microsoft and stuff, the CEOs and stuff, like, they all walk around with like a notepad and write notes on the notepads and stuff like that. They like don't let their kids use social media. They got their cell phone and they put like little covers over the cameras and stuff so that they can't spy on them and stuff like that. And like all this technology and stuff that they're coming up with and have to like the social media addicting you and stuff, like they don't use it. And I'm waiting to see if like the people that really know about all this pharma stuff, if they're gonna have this stuff out, like, oh, you know, people aren't gonna lose weight, they get addicted to their phones and then they don't exercise and this and that. If they're gonna like not use all this stuff, you know, like all the normal people will be spending all their money on the GLP-1s and, you know, stuck on their phones, and meanwhile the rich people are like, yeah, we don't get stuck on our phones, we don't use all these addictive apps we're creating and these addictive websites and stuff and things that are supposed to quote unquote make your life easier. Like all the different notepads and stuff and calendars on your phone and stuff. We use real life pen and paper and stuff. Like, I'm going to wait and see, because it's been like 10 years with cell phones out. And now it's coming out that none of these like big tech CEOs and the creators and stuff, they don't use any of their own products because they're like too addictive and they're not good. They're bad for you to use all the time, you know? That's what it's like. I'm going to wait and see. You know, not that I need a GLP-1 or whatever, but I'm going to wait and see, personally. Don't know for sure. This is not fact, but yeah. TJ, if I pronounce that right, do forgive me again. But thank you so much for the Slayer ship. Re-upping the Slayer ship. Appreciate you. I don't know whether did the notification come through and I didn't see it, or I'm not really sure. The Social Dilemma. Yeah, I think I might have seen that. Yeah. I think I did watch that maybe. Oh yeah, like this, the people who, the CEOs of McDonald's and stuff, they won't eat their own food, right? No. You seen that video of that guy, that CEO, take a bite of a McDonald's burger, right? You seen that, right? That was a funny, thing, kind of, sort of. Xander helped me much for you watching the YouTube video. Thanks for watching them. Appreciate you. TJ's perfect. Yeah, good. Yeah, other language names definitely tough for me to pronounce sometimes. It's not a burger, it's a product, says 23 God. Right. Yeah, it's the companies, when it's, you got to call it like bread product, because they can't technically call it bread because it has like so much sugar in it or something. I think that was a Subway thing back in the day. I think they changed it now, but there was a time when they couldn't call it bread because they put so much sugar in it. Which I'm like, sugar in bread, but I guess sugar will get you. Gnomsky says, make sure they don't go over calories. Kind of a longer comment there. But yeah, you can eat fast food and lose weight. That is true. But a lot of fast food is just... Man, like if you eat a full meal at McDonald's, double quarter pounder, large fry, large drink, like 15 minutes later, you're just like hungry again. You don't even know why. Your stomach hurts, but you're like hungry again somehow. Really, in it, I mean, not that this is a bad thing. Of course, companies are going to make their food taste good, but man, it tastes crazy good. It's very caloric dense. You know, like, it's definitely not the easiest thing to do, to eat McDonald's every day and then lose weight. But it can be done for sure. Can be done for sure. That's like, you know, yeah, pretty much. Office Gossip said he thinks there's 95% of bread from the grocery store isn't technically bread. I guess I never looked into that one. I just remember, and the story that I said about how Subway bread couldn't be called bread, that was from like 15 years ago. So who knows what, I don't even know what the situation fully is, I guess, but just to give the full context of my comment. Maybe that's standard now, huh? Janice story, yeah, I'm on board with that. Yeah, calories in, calories out is kind of my go-to, but it's definitely easier to, like, certain things that you consume, it's easier to get a ton of calories in and not realize it, or, you know, whatever. That's why I just eat chocolate and ice cream all the time, because if you eat way too much of it, you just end up throwing it up because you get a tummy ache. So then no calories. See, the cheat code. I'm obviously kidding. Don't do that. That's not something you should do. Just get so ill you can't eat anymore. E7, yeah, that's what we got around at the moment. Big Arch product. Gore LP. Bob says, skip the fries and drink and just go for the burger. Probably the best option. Maybe. I don't go to McDonald's very often. Once a year, maybe, personally. Probably not even every year, to be honest. Not a big fast food guy. Plus, the main thing, it's not even the health thing, probably. I bet you the thing saving me the most from not going out to eat or going to fast food restaurants and stuff. Can you guys guess what it is? I'm cheap. Cheap. Just a burger at McDonald's. I took my daughter there the other day. Got her some nuggets and fries. So I didn't have time to make her lunch or make her dinner one day or something. And, yeah, a regular, like, if I got myself a double quarter pounder, it was like $10.70 just for the burger. And I'm like, holy smokes. Like, I could go to a sit-down restaurant and get it for that much. Yeah, cheap. 7 over 8. There's not 7 and 8. Will be the same, but a 7 MFer. Ooh, we love it. We got quite a few of those around here. It's pretty cool. Yeah. So 7 over 8. It's the same drops from the super chest on 7 and 8. So technically, the monsters are slightly weaker on 7. So yeah. McDonald's the most salt of any fast food. I can believe it. It's crazy because I'm so cheap. Oh my gosh, you remember when there used to be a dollar menu at McDonald's? Not to sound like a boomer or anything, but because I took my daughter, I looked at the menu, and I hadn't eaten dinner either, and I was just like, ugh. And I was like, fine, I'm gonna eat something, I guess. I just got myself a double cheeseburger. McDoubles, like, you know, those McDoubles, that used to be $1. Now they're like $3.30. Crazy. Where comes so much beef to McDonald's? Like, where do they get all the meat from? I mean, great question. Giant factory farms, I guess, overseas and stuff. Prices, and it's still not real beef. I thought they did nowadays. They still put their ground up mealworms in it. I think it is real beef nowadays, but could be wrong. Not that I'm some giant fast food defender here, of course, but I thought it was. I mean, those are some delicious mealworms, though. I tell you what, no. Just delish. Yeah, I'd rather just walk in a grocery store and grab stuff and come home and make it and eat it, personally, but that's my go-to. Come on, guys. Come on. I hate when I keep popping this stuff open and I'm like, wait, is my loot filter blocking everything? Or did I forget to hit the button to show items? And then I have to keep hitting the button over and over and over again. Like, did I accidentally turn it off so it's not showing items now? And then it's like, oh no, the loot filter's just blocking everything. Kinda gets me paranoid. Checkers, yeah, I feel like there's some checkers around where I live, sort of, but all the ID tombs East Coast to identify stuff. Less trips back to the vendor. Yeah, fine. This ain't a 40-15, I'm quitting. I went back for it. Bad food's cheaper than the good food in the UK. To be honest, I don't even, like, I know, like, that's kind of been the thing, but, like, honestly, I don't feel like it's even that way anymore. I feel like it's more convenient food. Like, when people think of cheaper food, or, like, garbage food, it's like the convenient, pop it in the microwave or something, it's done. Like, obviously, if you buy, like, a ribeye or something, it's, like, $15 a pound, but, like, honestly feel like healthier food isn't even more expensive. It's like the same, like they charge up for like convenient food. Trunks, did they buff? No, a lot of people are talking about that buff drops, but what I'm pretty sure is, if I had to guess, you are playing Echoing Strike Warlock and it's completely busted and you're killing monsters like 8 times faster than you would with any other character or build. So you're finding 8 times as much stuff, you know? That's my guess anyways. All classes mostly barbed. But no, they did not buff the drop rates, no. How far from Enigma? I'm halfway there. Fight all magic except monarchs. No, I'm good. I'm all set. All good. I don't know, why does everybody want me to set the loot filter the way that everybody else wants it instead of me just setting it the way I want to have it? I don't understand why it is that way. I don't like going around and hitting all the chests and stuff and just never seeing any items, you know? I like knowing that I'm actually popping items out, you know, like I don't know. Pulling nationals? I am not. I'm not. Crimson Desert? I don't know that I've ever heard of it. Is that a band or is it a game? I'm not sure what that is. I play Diablo 2, so. Like my 15th today. Yeah, I mean, the charms and stuff, they aren't hard for me to drop. I miss them because I'm reading chat and I'm not looking at the screen. Like, if I wasn't streaming, I would never miss a charm or anything, ever. Never. Plus, I would never get called out for it if I did, so I guess there's that, too. Like, I see that large charm, no problem. Amethyst, grab that. Oops. Colossus Bulge of Blueness. Give me. Whoa! If I just ignore chat, I'll never miss anything. Decker, do you think I'm gonna do? You think I'm not gonna blame you guys? Turn off the loot filter. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much. I pretty much don't use it very much. Just really, it's all the little gold piles. It's like 90% of what, you know, you block out and you're fine. You know, like. I did turn off potions at lower cross here just because like there is a large volume of potions to drop out here, actually, from like the super chests and stuff. And that did clear up a little bit of stuff, quite a bit actually. Seven all res on that shield. Boom! Nailed it. Ooh, it's almost lunchtime here. Almost lunchtime. Of course, now everyone's waking up. I got the most viewers, but I'm gonna have to hop off probably right after this run here, unfortunately, because I gotta get lunch for the kiddo and myself, and I'll get a couple things done around here, but gotta take her to a event. And then go to the gym, so appreciate y'all joining me on this Saturday, even though, man, I didn't even pop a single mid or high rune in 2 hours, did I? I didn't do too many runs, though. I've only done like a couple hundred runs. I only got like 100 runs in an hour, which is not Not very optimal, but wasn't really trying too hard. Don't need any more jewels. We got enough of those. Next time I'll have to lock in and get some more efficiency going, huh? But appreciate y'all joining me. Hopefully y'all have a wonderful weekend if I don't see you again tomorrow or something. But peace out and keep slaying. Oh, yeah.